Talk about, we also have this mobile app for this inverterless. We will quickly go over this user guide for this. So this app, if you have an Android phone, which is the most popular, anything which is version 4.4 or above, you can use the app for this. And this app, we have multiple versions. I am going to talk about the most recent version what we have. So installing the app, we will give you the APK file, which will also be available in Google Play Store also. You can download that file onto the mobile, and you need to basically allow download from an unknown sources, because this is and then once you allow it and then click OK, the app will get downloaded and it will get installed in the mobile phone. And so it basically says that, so do you want to do a fresh installation or an update from an earlier installation? You can do, if it is a fresh installation, you say new, otherwise we do an update. And then now meter, which is basically the app is installed. And then once you open, this is the fresh screen for that. Here you can actually connect to the device and then you can read the data. You can also view whatever the data which is read, you can view it, and sync to the server, it will sync it back into the central server so that anybody can view it. These are all the various settings which are there. So you need to verify some of the IP settings so that it can be sent back into the server. Those details are given here. And now if you want to connect it, it will say that, you press this button, it will say I am going to use the communication to connect to the server, is that okay? You say yes to that, and then it will start now giving you, saying that this is a solar inverterless meter. And once you do that, when you are clicking the button, it will turn into red to show that it is communicating with that meter. And once the meter is red, it will show as in a blue color, which is the view data. Then you can view the entire data which is collected. And once the view data is collected, this is how the screen looks like. You have multiple, one is the basic information about the device. It talks about the device ID, what is the version of the firmware and everything. It also talks about the live feed. When you are taking it, what is the current value of how much the solar is generated, how much is the battery charge and all. On the energy tab, it tells you all the previous history for several days, whatever. It can store up to 30 days or so. It can give you the details about how much is the battery power has gone in, how much is the power come out of battery, what is the load on this equipment, whether this is connected to the grid. Similarly, whether the solar, how much is the power that is generated from the solar. And you can also do a debug information. This is normally you don't require it, but if somebody wants, if the system is misbehaving, then the technical team can look at this debug data. And of course you can select more of this and then get more of this information as well. The power tab, which will tell you what is the instantaneous power which is there, in terms of watt, how much is the watt that is generating at that point of time. Statistics one will tell you how much time it has taken to collect the data, how many bytes of data which is collected, all of that, and it also keeps on adding. If you read 10 times, it will show you 10 times you have read the data and so on. And once you have viewed the data, now you click the sync to the server. Once you click to the server, it will turn into grid, which shows that it is connecting to the server. Once it is done, that will become again into a blue color. So which means that has already synced to the server. Then you can go into the server one and then you can view the data which is there. Of course, if you want to clear the data or anything, if you do not want, you can go there and then click on the clearing of the data and then clear the same thing. And this will show you, if you are taking for 20 devices, it will show you each device for the various device ID. So that tomorrow if you want to do that, and this indicates that it is syncing with the device. These are all the ones which has already read the data. So that also gives you an indication. And if you want to delete any of the device, you can go ahead and then delete it as well. So this is, in short, how the mobile one works. And then this is very useful for, from operations and maintenance viewpoint.